So I'll just need to share my screen.
No, just a minute, sir. So we are going to start this program. So I will give you the takeover. Yes, Rujan.
And I'm Nisha Isankar.
Yes. So what we are doing here, Saga sir, that I hope I'm audible for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have started this thing called Saturday Lecture Series quite a month back, and so what we do, we call respected speakers, we call respected, from different fields, our alumni, the people who are working in the industry, research scientists, and we ask them to give a short talk on every Saturday. Okay, apart from having extracurricular and academics, we also are starting this kind of initiative so that students could get this kind of exposure when we talk about science and other part of science. Yes. So this is the next adventure what we are going through. Last Saturday lecture series was with Aditi madam, and today we have Sagar sir. Yes, Srijal, can you take over from this?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sagar sir. Nice to see you after so long. Okay, as you all know, today's speaker is Mr. Sagar Bhor sir. He is from MITCON, Pune. He has the degree of BTech Biotechnology in Biotechnology Engineering plus MBA Marketing from Jaipur National University. Previously, he was working in BioEra Life Sciences Pune, and currently he is working as Business Development Manager in MITCON Biopharma, which is also situated in Pune. Today, he is going to talk about the job opportunities and related opportunities in biotechnology fields. So, I hope this session will be helpful for you to choose your careers and to choose your paths. So, I request everyone that you should ask him all the questions that stuck in your mind after this session. It will be hopefully beneficial for your future and your future adventures. Thank you. Over to you, Sagar sir. Sir, you are mute.
Thank you for reminding me. Actually, we are fond to use this Zoom app, so this is quite difficult for me to understand. But yeah, definitely I'll take on this. So Prajakta, thank you so much for your introduction, and all of the BSc guys, biotech, microbiology people over here. I welcome you all for this session, and thank you, Elphinstone College, all of the management and all of the people who have arranged this kind of a really good thing. Because yes, it is much important nowadays that you guys should know about the current scenario which is going on into the biotechnology, microbiology sector. Uh, there are a lot of people to just say this कि अरे यार बायोटेक में जॉब नहीं है, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में जॉब नहीं है, it's like that. But it's totally not like that. वो आप when we finish this session, by that time we'll be able to get to know about this कि yes, opportunities are there. You just need to be a perfect person with a really good knowledge, really good skill sets and all. So definitely I'll guide you for all of these things. So just give me a second. I just would like to share the slide. Fine. Mayur sir, can I just know like from where I can share the screen?
Yes, sir. So there is a present now button.
Yes, yes. Got
Yeah,
it.
so you can just, yeah.
Fine, fine. Is it audible now? Sorry, is it visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible. Yes, it's visible now.
Perfect. So yes, guys, if you have any kind of questions in between, you can just ask to me. Okay, I'll stop there and I'll answer your questions because I don't know whether you will be able to remind all of this thing at the end of the session or not. So yeah, I'll just go ahead with the agenda of today's session. So basically, introduction part that we just finished, in which I'll just able to explain you about myself, what kind of experience I'm holding, and how I will be able to help you to choose your career further. Okay. Then I'll be sharing some ground rules for attending the sessions, then overview and opportunities in biotechnology sector, the sector and the opportunities available in CR, CDM, pharmacovigilance sector, and obviously the question and answer session. So these are some words basically. Okay, so you can relate it with these sessions, and definitely I just need all of these things from you during the session. Okay, so you just have a look on this. Fine. So during this session, what I will be expecting from you is like you can participate via chat. I don't know whether I'll be able to see the chat option over here or not in this, but that's totally fine. You can just ask me the questions whenever you like. Fine. So. Yeah. So mute your phone, close all other applications for some time. Okay, जो भी notifications आ रही है, just keep it aside. Enjoy the session, and definitely I'll be needing your feedback as well. Okay, so this is my introduction. Basically, Miss Prajakta has introduced me already. So I have completed my BTech in biotechnology, then MBA in marketing. I'm having more than 6 years of experience in this biotechnology industry as well as in the trading part. So from 15 to 16, I worked at Biora Life Sciences. I think you guys might be, using some of the equipments of Biora, like micropipettes or maybe some equipment, something. Because during my this 15 to 16 time, I visited your college. I met Dr. Nayak ma'am, even the Samadhan Bagmode sir, and all of them. So yes, after that I have become a business development manager at MITCON. Over there, I'm taking care of all of the trainings, specialized training which is there for biotechnology, microbiology people. So that we are conducting at MITCON. Okay, that we have covered up. Then I'm the business development consultant now at the MITCON. So I'm holding almost 20 training programs over here. I do the workshops for the colleges and also that I will be able to guide maximum students over here. Okay, so now just come to the part of opportunities available in biotechnology sector. Okay, so yes, a thought to start with basically. So you just go through this sentence. Okay, it is really important, and yes, you will get to know that why I have kept it over here. Fine. So yes, as it is mentioned, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent. Okay, but the one most responsive to the change. These are the species who live further, and they can success further. So definitely, the same thing I need from you all, that yes, change is what much required, and obviously with current scenario, we have to keep changing by adding some skills.
I guess Sagar sir, the slide has not changed, I guess.
Okay.
We are on the class expectation slide.
Okay.
Yes, I guess now we can.
It's visible, right?
Yes.
Now is it visible?
Yes, now we can. Yeah. Yes, now it's visible.
I'm changing the slides, yeah. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir, now it's visible, very much visible.
Perfect. So yes, this was a thought on which I was talking about. So yes, currently, sir, I think we are having all BSc students over here, correct?
Yes, mostly BSc. I guess one or two must be some MSc also, but mostly they are BSc students.
Fine. So as we know, after BSc, many of us, like 90% of the students, go ahead for the MSc part. Okay, Yes, obviously MSc is the mandatory part and we have to do the MSc. Even there are so many people, they are like, "Yo, acha, basic and MSc option to wahi karna hai." Okay, even after BSc, you'll find a lot of opportunities in other sectors as well. Like, many of the students go ahead with MBA, many of the students go ahead with some other courses and all. Okay, but yes, over here I'll be sharing which kind of jobs are available in the different sectors and how you can be able to make your career further. So, by seeing the current scenario, yes, definitely you need to have a master's compulsory. Okay, if you go to any kind of job, चाहे आप simple से simple microbiologist का job लीजिए, वहाँ पे भी it's mentioned that you should need an MSc to do this job. Okay, so MSc is the minimum criteria right now, and definitely by seeing the current change, it's all upgrading now. Okay, so perfectly over here I'll be sharing the opportunities. Okay, which kind of jobs are available in the market. So first of all, the private industry jobs, where we have the job opportunities related to the research and development. Second, manufacturing. Okay, manufacturing in the sense it's production of the pharmaceutical drugs or vaccines. Third, marketing. So pharma marketing you might have heard about. Okay, so you'll be able to work in this marketing sector as well. Then secondly, we have government sector jobs. Yes, government sector jobs are also available. Okay, where you get fellowship-based fresher research and development jobs as well as non-fellowship-based research and development jobs. Okay, then the third one is academic jobs, where you will be able to work as a faculty member or assistant professor in some of the colleges or universities. Then the fourth one is higher education and research. Definitely after BSc, you will be planning many of you are planning, we have to go for an MS, we want to apply for the masters in some abroad universities, or maybe over here in India at some central government labs and all. Okay, so we'll be discussing on that part as well. The fifth one is non-core or other jobs. There are so many students who are like, यार कहाँ से आ गए biotechnology में, microbiology में, now I want to just do a job, वो चाहे कुछ भी हो, but that is a back office job हो या front desk job हो, whatever it is, I just want to do it. Okay, these guys became into this category. Okay, and then the sixth one is your question mark. So definitely we'll be coming on that point also. What is the new sector right nowadays where we'll be able to have a really good job opportunities? Okay, so first of all, we'll go ahead with the private industries. As you can see, okay, there are service industry and then manufacturing, production, R&D industries. Okay,
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
I guess the slide is not changing again.
Okay, fine, no worries. From where it got stuck?
It got stuck on the Darwin's line. Yeah, the evolution line. Yeah.
Which one, sir?
Yeah, here we got stuck. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Change, yeah.
I don't know why.
But we can hear you properly. Only the slides are the problem. Yeah.
Fine. I'll just check it out. Is it visible now?
Yes, slide is visible. Yes.
Okay, this types of private industries, it's visible, right?
No, we can see the thought to start with. That's the dark.
Just give me a second. I'll again share it. Yeah, is it visible now?
Yes, now we can see types of private industries. Yes.
Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so over here, as you can see, okay, for private industries, okay, so service industries and manufacturing, production, R&D industries. So what happened over here is, service industry, they generally provide the services only. They are not into some kind of production, manufacturing, and other kind of things. Okay, so where we have this IT industries, BPO, KPO companies who are just providing the services. Even you can take bioinformatics companies also in this service industries category. Okay, and just opposite to this, in product based, like in manufacturing, we have the product based companies where we have companies, pharmaceutical companies like Serum, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Biotechnology, etc. Okay, now what is the difference? You just see on this. Okay, so over here in the service industry, the high manpower requirements are there. Okay, you'll easily able to find the jobs over here because manpower is more required. Okay, and on other hand, like huge investments is required, a big lab setup is required. That's why these guys are into these labs are limited. Okay, if you talk about the service industry, then they can go ahead with the freshers also. They can train them for 6 months and then they can place them. Okay, that's why training and campus placements are possible for service-based industries. Okay, and if you go ahead with the manufacturing industries, there also like manpower are less required, and they require the manpower who are highly skilled or highly experienced. Okay, that is a major difference over here. So as we know, as being a fresher, when we apply to the industry, the pharmaceutical industries and all, they are like, okay, we'll see, we'll inform you. Or either if you just call them on a landline number, they are like, yeah, we कोई requirement नहीं है, बाद में call करो. Okay, it's like that. So yes, definitely, if you have a right skill set only or the right experience, then they are on like they are gonna entertain you for this part. Or either you just need to go ahead with some kind of practical exposure where you'll be able to learn all of these techniques. Okay, so this is a basic difference which I have mentioned over here. Okay, so yes, these both are industries where you will be able to apply further. Okay, if I talk about the government part or government sector jobs, then definitely non-fellowship based research jobs are there, fellowship based research jobs are there. Okay, so what are the minimum requirement over here? As you can see, so it's MSc, BTech and MTech for non-fellowship program. Okay, and you should be a first class pass out. That's easy way, I think. Okay, then over here, like non-fellowship research jobs, the cutthroat competition is there because the qualification criteria is very basic. You don't need any kind of net set examination, CSIR examination, etc. That's why you can easily get this kind of jobs. But yes, obviously the competition will be higher on this side, and the base skill will be ranging from 8,000 to 12,000 rupees per month. But
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
Sagar sir, slide is
Change the
not
slide.
changing. Please just change the slide.
okay.
We are on private industries wala slide.
Acha, you are now it's visible.
हाँ.
Okay, government sector
It's
job.
visible, but
No.
it's on private industries. Private industries.
No, I have switched to this government sector industries.
No. We can't
No?
see that government wala. We just
Okay. Just,
yeah.
just
Now it's visible.
it's visible. Okay, I'll keep it like this.
Yes.
Okay, it's visible, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So next, I'll go ahead with. So you got this right? Non-fellowship based and fellowship based. Anyone is having any kind of questions in this? Right. Okay. So in fellowship-based fresher research jobs, okay, you need national level examination. So you should crack that examination like CSIR, ICMR, ICR, GATE examination, etc. You should be a first class pass out also. Now the competition is less because you will be filtered out over here because of this examination. And yes, all of the jobs will be based on merit things. Okay, and pay scale is also really good over here. You'll be able to apply to NCLIs. NCSS kind of department where you will be able to work for it. And yeah, in this government sector jobs also, there are a lot of research labs available. Okay, like over here in Pune, we are having ICMR's NARI Institute, that is National Research Institute. Then we have Agarkar Research Institute. So this kind of research institutes are also available where you will be able to do the jobs, this kind of jobs basically. So even after MSc, you will be able to find an opportunities in this sector part. Then now we are talking about the academic or teaching jobs. So how many of you just would like to go ahead and just want to become an assistant professor, associate professor further in that area? Okay. A lot of people are there who are having interest in teaching someone, like they want to share the knowledge. So yes, for them this is a really best part where you will be able to become a really good professor, assistant professor in big universities or the colleges. Okay, so yes, as per the UGC regulations, NET examination said SCLT, that is a state level entrance exam. It has to be there if you want to become an assistant professor. Okay, according to the government norms. And with NET and NET examination, definitely you will be standing differently from other graduates, and it will be easy for you to crack the job over here. And if you go ahead with the, the net people who have qualified the net or the cracked the net, they also get the stipend to pursue their further PhD programs also. Okay, so by working in the university or college, you will be able to simultaneously do your PhD. That is also a plus point for you, and for that you are getting the fellowships. Okay, that's why many of the people who want to get into the research part, definitely they can go ahead with this profile as well. Then higher education. Okay, now there are many students who have planned okay, they want to do the PhD, or after PhD they want to do the MSc. So definitely, as biology is a predominantly research subject, okay, all of the things are related to the research part. That's why PhD or PG is must over here, as you can see. Okay, and obviously there are a lot of government institutions are available who are providing the integrated PhD program where they have MSc plus PhD kind of things. Okay, so there your time will get saved and you will be able to get a really good professional degree with you, on behalf of which you will be able to get into the proper research part where you will be able to work with the central government labs. Okay, now yes, this kind of programs are available with IISc Bangalore, that is Indian Institute of Science, TIFR Mumbai, NCBS, ISER Pune. Okay, ISER is in 4 locations, 4 locations, AIMS and BARC. Okay, there also will be able to apply for this kind of integrated PhD programs. Okay, then yes, I was talking about the non-core jobs. Okay, now who goes for this kind of job? Okay, the people like BSc के बाद अभी job ही करना है, मुझे नहीं पढ़ना है आगे. Okay, I just want to do a job, वो चाहे कोई भी job. Okay, or either the people who didn't gotten MBBS or BHMS or medical degree in this somehow, okay, अरे चलो यार बायो तो ले लिया था अभी कुछ नहीं तो बायोटेक ही कर लेते हैं. It's like that. So for them definitely you can opt for this, but yeah. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, they ended up by this thing कि okay, they are not enjoying the work, they are not getting the satisfaction by working in this particular sector. That is the thing. Okay, so yes, this might happen. That's why my preference is that don't go for this kind of job, because somehow you just need to stick to your roots, and definitely as you have done your biotechnology, microbiology, just stick to that part. Definitely you'll be getting a good career growth further. Just need a right guidance for the same. That's it. Okay. So yeah, you might have seen that question marks in that sector jobs related thing. Okay, so yes, there is one more sector nowadays which is blooming like hell, and it's having a really good exposure like opportunities further. So it's a constantly growing sector, life science or healthcare sector. Okay, so you can consider it in both ways. High manpower requirements are there for freshers as well as experienced. Career and professional growth is also there. You'll be able to work with the multinational IT companies, hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, CROs, okay. As well as you'll be able to get in work from home option that is for permanent. Now there are a lot of people who are like कि यार चलो अभी 2 साल तो घर से ही पढ़ लिया तो जॉब ही ऐसा ही कुछ मिल जाए कि work from home ही हो जाए. Okay, so yes, for them this field is there, and yes, multiple job options are available in this sector. Okay, so I'll just go ahead with that part, that what is this program? So it's clinical research. Okay, how many of you heard about the clinical research previously? Anyone? Okay, Dinesh, Trishtan, okay. Perfect. So you are aware about this, correct? Fine. Even much easier now. So yes, clinical research is So clinical research is all about the clinical trials of the drugs, biologics, and medical devices. Okay, so drugs, definitely there are a lot of medicines are available into the market. Okay, so before production of this drug, they have to go through the human clinical trials, and this field is related to that. Biologics means serum, vaccines, they comes into this biologics part. And medical devices are the devices like, we have that AccuCheck, that is diabetic monitoring device. So the devices like that comes under the, also these devices need to get through this clinical trials as well. So clinical trials, why it has been done to test its like drugs or biologics or medical devices safety, efficacy and toxicity, okay, before manufacturing and marketing. So yes, clinical trials is required for each and every drug which is there into the market, okay, or which is going to be there into the market. So yes, this is field. This is the field, like we say कि doctors don't have any kind of declining phase. They will be growing and growing and growing. The same like clinical research is also there. And yeah, during this pandemic, a lot of people got to know about the clinical research, and they're having really extremely amazing opportunities are available in this sector. Okay, I'll tell you further what happens in the clinical research. Okay, so yes, this is the image which I put it over here. So you'll be able to get an easy identification of what happens with the drug development and further how this drugs comes into the market. So yes, after FDA approval, almost it takes 10 years of time to one drug to come to the market. Okay, and as we know, a vaccine came into the market just in a span of 1.5 year. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? Like vaccine is this COVID vaccine is having any kind of side effects or not? Because normally it takes 10 years of time to come into the market, and like it's been just 1.5 year and that comes into the market. Any guess on this? No?
So when this COVID vaccine is fast forwarded, I guess it, because it's not completely tested like through the proper procedures, it might be have some kind of side effect if it's, or we don't know because it has not been used on many people.
Absolutely. That is the thing. And due to pandemic only, this drug, like they did this clinical trial as soon as possible, and they introduced the drug into the market. Definitely, this drug might be having some slight side effects. Okay, but to suppress this, we might have an additional dose further. Okay, so it will be like a third dose है वो लेना होगा. Maybe just to suppress this particular side effect. This might happen. I mean, it's not sure, but yeah, it might happen. So it's like that. So basically, like it's been almost 10 lakhs molecules. Okay, 10 lakhs drugs में से only one drug comes into the market. Okay, and it takes 10 to 12 years of time. Along with that, $2.6 billion required for this clinical trial. So yes, it is really a huge, big industry where a lot of money are involved over here. Okay, so it's like that. So how it goes further? So as we can see in that orange part, the basic research has been done by the research scientists. Then they do the drug discovery. Okay, they identify the molecule, they prepare the drug. Then preclinical trial has been done. As you can see, the third point, the green wala part, that is the preclinical studies, in which animal studies has been done. Okay, they try it on the rabbits, rats, etc. Okay, according to their body dosage. So once they finish the preclinical study, after that you might able to see this IND submitted. That is investigational new drug submitted. Okay, now it goes into the clinical trials. So as you can see in clinical trials, there are 4 phases basically: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and on the this purple part, that is phase 4. Okay, so these 4 phases are there on which this clinical industry is based. Okay, now as you can see in the phase 1, there is 10 to 20 people are basically has been trial has been done on 10 to 20 people in phase 1. Then in phase 2, it goes up to 100 to 400, 500 patients. Okay, and from phase 3, it will be in thousand of numbers, like 1,000 to 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 number of you can say patients are there. So the drug has been trialed on this way. Then again, new drug application has been submitted to the FDA for the review. Okay. In these 3 phases, what are the results we have got? So FDA review through this. FDA, you might know about the FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration. Okay, so they go through this drug and they go through the application. Then they provide the approval for that particular medicine. At this red point or red dot, the drugs comes into the market. Okay, then what is the role of phase 4? Anybody can tell me about this?
Where the drug is already in the market, but FDA has the chance to, has the authority to still ban it if it shows a lot of side effects.
Yes, absolutely. The side effects. Okay. Yes, so it's not like कि drug market में आ गया तो सब खत्म, अभी सबने लेना है डोज और आराम से बैठ जाए. It's not like that. Okay. There is a field called pharmacovigilance. We'll cover that in next slide. Okay. So yes, the pharmacovigilance department, basically they do this phase 4 trials in which post-marketing studies has been done. The drugs comes into the market. उसके बाद का जो study that has been taken care by this phase 4 part. Okay. where we identify the side effects of that particular drug. Fine. Next, yes, this is the stage basically. So they do the discovery, then the preclinical trial, then the clinical trials, then it goes under the level, this labeling, then regulatory affairs is involved over here, then manufacturing has been done, then the sales and marketing has been done, and the safety and surveillance part, that is pharmacovigilance, or the phase 4 study has been conducted over here in the last part. Okay, so this is just a pathway for that. As I told you about this, like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. This 4 study, phase 4, like 4 phases are there. So as you can see over here, first in human, then phase 2 med disease adults, phase 3 disease adults, phase 4 disease adults. Okay. So yes, clinical trial has been done on healthy volunteers as well. Okay, where is drug to drug? But yeah, the healthy volunteers are also involved in this particular trials. So as you can see, 10 to 20 number of patients are there, or subjects are there in phase 1. Approx 100 number of patients are there in phase 2, approx 100 to 1000 patients are there in phase 3, and phase 4, thousands or more than thousands. And this is just a time phase which has been given over here. In few months we can complete the phase 1 trial. In phase 2 it takes around 1 to 2 years. Phase 3 more than 1 year, and phase 4 more than 1 year. Okay, so yes, that's why these clinical drug trials are requiring minimum 10 years of time to let the drug come into the market. Okay, so these are the stakeholders in clinical research operations. So who are the stakeholders? So basically pharmaceutical companies are involved over here. The CROs, clinical research organization, okay, or either you can tell, you can say it, contract research organization. Regulatory authorities, DCGI, CDSU. You might have seen this during COVID pandemic, you know, in newspaper we used to get this article, DCGI has approved the first phase, DCGI has approved the drug and all. So yes, DCGI is the government authority who handles this entire affairs about the drugs or the new drugs which are going to be there in the market. Institutional Ethics Committee. Okay, this also plays an important role in the clinical research industry, because somehow you have to be ethical, very ethical in this part when you are performing the human clinical trials. Okay, so yes, ethics committees are there who basically go through this regulatory part and the requirement of the basically the licenses and all parts. So it has been taken care by this ethics committee. Hospitals, definitely hospitals are the sites where the clinical trials has been conducted. Accredited laboratories, yes, many of the time you need to do the bioavailability and bioequivalence studies of that particular drug. For that you require high-end equipments like LCMS, STEM, etc. Okay, so these equipments are there with these accredited laboratories, so it's all, they are also playing an important role over here. And yes, doctors and investigators. Okay, so doctors, they basically do these clinical trials on the human patients. So all of these people are involved in clinical research operations. Okay, so yes, now the main part. Okay, sir, milega kitna? So yes, these are the designations available, and these are the entry level jobs. Huh? Okay, it's not like you have gotten 3 or 4 years of experience, uske baad you will be getting the salary. No, this will be just an initial phase, like 1 year to 2 years of time. Okay, so designation, as you can see, you will be able to work as a clinical research coordinator. Even on 23rd of March, many of our students are going to this Tata Memorial Hospital that is in Kharghar. They're having the requirement for this clinical research coordinator, and you will not believe how much they're paying to the freshers. It's like 23 to 35,000 rupees per month. Okay, that is a really good start if you have this knowledge or the clinical research knowledge. So yes, clinical research coordinator, clinical trial associate, trainee trial associate, site coordinator, clinical process associate. These are the roles where you can perform, and the locations is like these roles are available with the hospitals. Sponsors are the pharmaceutical companies basically. The CRO is the contract research organization or clinical research organization. So there will be able to work. These are some job responsibilities available over here. Salaries, as you can see, it will be somewhere ranging around 14,000 to 20,000 in between that range. So yeah, definitely as an entry level job, definitely you can choose one of these job profiles to start your career with. Then obviously, how to start your career in clinical research now. So yes, a lot of MSc programs are available, PG diploma in clinical research courses are available, as well as you can go through the Google, YouTube. Many of the lecture series are available on clinical research part, pharmacovigilance, clinical data management. You just go through this. Okay. Now what happened? We nowadays we're having all of the techniques with that. We have the tabs, we have the phone, but we don't that much of time to our career basically. Okay, what we do is कि okay, चलो Insta open कर लिया and we are just going through the reels and reels and reels and reels. Okay, so yes, now it's little little bit of time you have given to yourself because competition is really tough. You will not believe how many students we are getting over here for different kind of trainings, and everyone is having the same scenario. And you will not believe 90% of the MSc participants or the MSc students are coming up over here or at the MITCON ki sir, we want to do some skill-based training programs so that we can at least get an opportunity in the industry, because nowadays the industry also knows that you have the BSc, MSc qualification with you, but you just need a particular skill set which is there for them, okay, which is useful for them. That is the thing. That's why you have to choose ki, okay, in which sector I would like to go, and accordingly you have to get prepared before that. Like if you are planning ki, okay, after MS you want to go for a PhD, you just start preparing for the next set examination or some government examination, etc. Okay, so this is the part, but this is the perfect time from where you will be able to keep or keep learning for these basic steps. So yeah, basic knowledge about the clinical, you must need to have Google, YouTube. These are the platforms where you'll be able to get a lot of material related to the clinical research. Hospital research institutes, there you'll be able to start your career, as well as guidance by the institutes. So definitely this thing is already this Prajakta ma'am and Mayur sir is doing already. So I don't have any doubts in that. And yeah, definitely this kind of series are going to help you out to choose your career path further. So these are the salaries or payments for stakeholder jobs. Okay, now these are the salaries. Okay, once you get an experience of around 4 to 6 years. Okay, so these are the profiles and these are the salary package for them. So CRA, that is Clinical Research Associate. Okay, so easily within 2 to 3 years of experience you can reach on this particular range of salary. Senior CRA, that is Senior Clinical Research Associate. Lead CRA, again Lead Senior Research Associate. Assistant Project Manager, Junior Project Manager, and then Senior Project Manager. And after that you can directly become a director or head of that particular facility. Okay, so you can have this option in this particular area. Now, these are some of the clinical research organizations which are available in India. Okay, so you can just have a look on this. Reliance, Cyro. Yeah, recently one of the students got joined for Reliance Life Sciences for this clinical trial associate profile. Clinician hai, PPD, a lot of things. And yeah, the best part, Bangalore is the first hub for the clinical trials. A lot of clinical research related industries like clinical research operations industries, clinical data management industries, pharmacovigilance industries are there in Bangalore. And second position is of Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai is having the maximum number of the CROs, MNC-ITs, as well as hospitals and pharmaceutical industries. Okay, so you guys are having a really good chance to make your career in this field, and it's growing like nothing. Okay, so further, the pharmacovigilance part I was talking about. So yes, pharmacovigilance. Now this is something new. Okay, and as I told you about, phase 4 is related to this pharmacovigilance. Okay, so as mentioned over here, it is the pharmacological science relating to the collection, detection, assessment, monitoring, and prevention of adverse reactions with pharmaceutical products. So these adverse reactions is your side effects. Okay, and as mentioned downstairs, pharmacovigilance, it's like pharmacon, that is called drug, plus vigilant, to keep watch on a drug, basically. Okay, that is called pharmacovigilance in layman language. Yeah, so pharmacovigilance is not only the department, there you will be able to work in PV only. Okay, abhi mujhe sirf pharmacovigilance mein kaam karna to ek hi department. No, it has a lot of department accordingly. UDRA vigilance is there. Okay, safety management is there. Individual case reporting is there. Safety narrative writing is there. Safety signal management is there. So these are the departments that are available in pharmacovigilance sector. So there you will be able to work further. Okay, so yes. These are again the segregated area. Once you get an experience, after that you can choose okay, where you would like to make your career, and accordingly you can go ahead with that particular part. So next, yeah, how you will be able to start with this. So as mentioned over here, a lot of career options are available. Career growth is there, salary growth is there. Okay, and you can start your career as a drug safety associate or pharmacovigilance associate. Both have the same role. The name is different. That's the thing. Okay, so yes. who are eligible for this? So definitely the life sciences one, BSc, MSc students can apply for this. And yes, the people like the major students over here are the BSc biotech, right? So you guys are having this option that if you want to work in the pharmacovigilance sector or clinical data management sector or this clinical research operations sector, definitely you can go ahead with this because these companies don't require the masters. Okay, they are like any life sciences graduate can apply. You might know that TCS, Cognizant kind of companies are having the requirement for the clinical data management or pharmacovigilance profile, and they have just mentioned any life sciences graduate or just 2022 pass out graduates can apply. Okay, so in that sector basically they require you to work on this pharmacovigilance part as well as clinical data management part where you will be able to make your career further. Okay, so yes, if someone is not fond to do the MSc and they are just like sir abhi bas job karna hai, definitely you can get into this. BSc ke baad you take a 2 years of experience, okay, and after that you will be able to go ahead with any kind of company because you'll be having an good exposure or the experience with you that will beat MSc guys also. Okay, so MSc guys don't get fed up with this. Definitely, experience is much required over here. So you can choose like even after BSc also you can go ahead with this field. After MSc also you can go ahead with this. Then B Pharm, M Pharm, doctors, medicos, BSc, MSc, nursing people, physiotherapists, all of these persons are able to do the job or have the career options in this particular field. So again, I will come to this slide. Okay. So what can be this thing? Any idea? No. It will show you कि कितना पैसा मिलेगा sir. Fine. So this is the growth chart, okay, of the pharmacovigilance industry. So first of all, 0 to 2 years, you'll be starting your job profile as a pharmacovigilance associate or drug safety associate. Okay, where your salary package will be annually around 3 lakh per annum. Okay, then next step will be senior drug safety associate. After that, you can become aggregate report scientist, and then you can become team lead, and then you can become a director after 7+ years of experience. And as you can see, the salary package goes more than 40 lakh per annum. Okay, that is really a good salary package which are been offered over here. Okay, so there are a lot of people who would like to work in the MNCs, like MNC ITs, where they just want to sit into a cab आएगी वो घर से लेके जाएगी, they'll drop them 9 hours का job करने आराम से AC में बैठ के to use the laptop and then again come back to home. Okay, ये तो अभी हो रहा है because all of the companies started doing the office job, but yes. In this pandemic, many of my students got placed, and you will not believe, in pandemic only we have gotten tremendous placement ratio. Almost 100% of all of the clinical research graduates got selected in several companies. Okay, so yeah, this was a strange. Definitely, as I told you, the growth is big, or the opportunities are increasing in this particular sector. Okay, so you have gone through this, right? And the next part, yeah, how you can choose the pharmacovigilance thing, or how you can choose your own sector. So definitely you just set a goal first. Okay, find a sweet spot where you will be able to stick there. Okay, like somebody is planning कि अभी PhD करना है, तो be on that part कि मुझे PhD करना है. Okay, and someone is like, okay, I want to make my career in research and development based industry or wet lab industry. Definitely choose for that particular part only. As mentioned over here, do not waste the summer. Definitely you do not need to waste the summer because you hardly might be getting some 2 or 3 months of time as a summer vacation. So in that time, just go for, once you get in 1 month of time for yourself, definitely do any kind of course, any kind of in which you are having the interest. Okay, it's not like you have a biotech se related ही करना है, micro से related ही करना है, कुछ भी कर सकते हो, but you do something. Okay, that is a good part over here. Volunteer for additional work, definitely. In our college time also we were like, यार क्या volunteer में part लेना, क्या ये करना, क्या वो करना, college के activities में. I was not fond to that thing. Okay, but later on I got to know यार नहीं सही में अगर मैं वो करता तो some additional skill would be there in me. Okay, so yes, definitely you guys are having that exposure. Just utilize it. अब जितना ज़्यादा हो सकता है, be voluntarily get into some things which are helpful for the society as well. Okay, build your online profile. So over here I'll just specify it. Make your online LinkedIn profile. Okay, start spending some time on the LinkedIn. I'll tell you, if you have a right knowledge and if you're having a really good LinkedIn profile on LinkedIn, I'll tell you within a month you can get placed. Within a month, without any help from any kind of company, without paying anything to anybody. Okay, So just make sure that you all will be having your LinkedIn account. That is much important. Directly you can get connected to the HR of the companies. Directly you can talk to them. This isn't nothing like, all of our people over here in corporate industries, they are preferring and they are working on LinkedIn. So yes, this is the now time to switch from Facebook or Instagram to the LinkedIn for some hours of your day. So definitely prepare your all LinkedIn accounts. My LinkedIn account is also there. You can just share me a connection request over there. I keep updating some new posts or some new job opportunities for the life sciences graduates. Okay, and again, find a mentor and discuss. So you can talk to your faculty members or the people who are having the experience in this particular field. They can definitely tell you or guide you further for your career options. Okay, as we have mentioned over here, like if you can't see where you are going, ask someone who has been there before. Okay, so this is gonna help you further. And yes, these are the companies who are working in all of the clinical sector, CDM sector, pharmacovigilance sector. Okay, JACE is there in Mumbai, Lupin is there in Pune, Covance is there in Mumbai, Novartis is there in Mumbai, PPT is there in Mumbai, Accenture, I don't know idea, Novo Nordisk is there in Mumbai, TCS is there in Mumbai, ICON is there in Mumbai, Inventive Health is in Pune. Okay, and a lot of companies are there, even many of them are there. I didn't mention names over here. Seniors Health is there in Mumbai. So a lot of companies are there which are based in Mumbai, and definitely you guys are having a really good chance to work in this industry. Okay, so this is what about the opportunities that are available in biotechnology sector. Okay, now I'll just show you one another slide. Okay. Fine. So what we are doing at the MITCON, I'll just tell you about that. It will just take me 5 minutes. Okay. So yeah. So MITCON is a big firm. Basically, we are a technical consultancy, and as well as we are into trainings also. Okay. So we have.
I guess the slide is not visible. If you are projecting it, it's not visible.
Okay. Just a second. Yes, is it visible now?
Yes, yes, sir.
It's visible, right? Okay. So area of operations. So where we are having our training institutes or the skill development centers. So we are having it in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Goa. Okay. So almost 13 lakh plus students we have trained. We have having the tie with the 90 plus companies for the placements, affiliations, Skill India affiliated. We are Skill India affiliated, we are NSDC affiliated. Yeah, this is the main part for us, biotech or life sciences graduate, that we are a DSI recognized research lab. Okay, just because of this, we are able to write up the research papers of our students, as well as we directly write the projects to the DST, Department of Science and Technology, under women scientist program. Okay, or under that women scientist program, basically all of the ladies or all of the female staff from here, they can write up the project to the DST and they can get the fundings further. Okay, so yes, this recognition help us to maintain our research lab, as well as to apply for some government grants as well. Further, we provide training to the youths, women, entrepreneurs, college students, everyone. So these are some sectors like entrepreneurship and vocational trainings are there. MITCON school, that is all related to the IT courses which I'm offering over here. Biotechnology Pharmaceutical Center, where I'm working currently. Okay, these are just some spectrum of services we are providing. We are working closely with the TST. We are working with the Government of India, Industries Department, CSR, non-sponsored courses, biotechnology, TVI, etc. Okay, and these are the ministries basically who are our sponsors, and we get the projects from these guys, and we further perform a lot of things over here in our research facilities. Okay, and yeah, in the biotechnology sector, we are providing these courses over here, which are some next level or skill-based training program we are offering. That is Advanced Diploma in Industrial Biotechnology, Certification course in Bioinformatics, the clinical research program we are offering over here, plant tissue culture, biofertilizer production, genetic engineering, fermentation technology, QC and testing, as well as the project-based training or the dissertation work. Okay, you can complete it over here. the services we are providing. Definitely, one of you want to become a businessman, definitely you can come up to us. You can just come up with your own idea. Ki, okay, sir, we having this kind of product, and I would like to go ahead with the product protocol development for the same. So we can help you with the funds in that case, because the Startup India scheme and Stand Up India scheme, this both has been, we are basically a hand-holding support for these schemes. So you can apply it from our help, and you can definitely get some kind of loan or funds from this government industries, so that you can start and developing your business itself. Okay, so that part also we are offering over here. Okay, and yeah, these are some companies where our students are working currently. Fine. And yeah, these are some training labs, the classrooms, which these students, they were from this Thodomal Sahani College, that is in Andheri, I think. So they came over here for industrial visit, and definitely Prajakta, you guys can also come up for the industrial visit when you will be having a free time over here. Okay. So this was a slide, and now I'll be just presenting you this one. So yeah, many of you might be having an interest कि okay चलो ठीक है, in clinical research I would like to make your career. So I'll just guide you a small thing for this. Okay, so now we are like previously we were having only one center, that was in Pune itself, and almost from all over Maharashtra students were coming to our Pune branch for performing or like for getting enrolled for this diploma course at our place. So definitely now we are it's like I feel proud for this, that we'll be starting a new campus in Thane, Mumbai. Okay, so which will be operational from April month. Okay, by the end of April, we'll be starting the batches over there. So yes, anybody of you who are interested or would like to get enrolled for this kind of thing, you can give a thought for this. Okay, so yeah, these are some achievements we have done. So 50 batches already we have completed, 1200 plus students we have trained and placed. Even almost we have 200 plus students requirement every year, and we place 200 plus students every year in this clinical research industry over here. Okay, so we are conducting this course from 2012. Number of batches, like participants are there, like this 35 to 40 objectives. So basically, we would like to grow your career in this particular field. We want to develop your skills. We want to give you much opportunities in this particular platform, as well as the clinical research career. Definitely, we would like to spread awareness about this, and we have conducted this kind of sessions for each and every college in Maharashtra. Okay. Further, the course details are like this. It's a 6-month duration program where on-site internships are also available. Okay, so it's not like that you have to just come up. These classes are conducted only on Sunday, as you can see over here. That is weekend batches. So we conduct the sessions only on Sunday, but from Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, you'll be having your on-site internship where you'll be getting some 5 to 10,000 rupees stipend as well. So again, this will be a learning on kind of opportunity that you'll be getting. Experienced faculties from the industry only. Yes, we have around 20 number of faculty members who are from the companies and who are the project managers from these pharmaceutical companies or clinical organizations, or you may say MNCITs. Okay, these guys are coming up from Mumbai or Bangalore over here to Pune to deliver the sessions on Sundays. That's why we keep these classes on Sundays, and that will be from morning 9:30 to afternoon 3:30 or 4 o'clock. It's like that. Okay, updated study material. Definitely we have the updated faculties as well, so we can definitely update our study material too. Okay, these are some topics I have mentioned. It's not the entire syllabus. These are some topics which we are going to cover up in this course. So you'll not be able to see much into this, but yeah, it's all related to the clinical research, clinical data management, and pharmacovigilance part, along with the soft skill development. So that also we have covered up over here. Okay. And all of these topics are totally new to you because it has not been covered, I think, in your syllabus yet. So yes, all of these things we are going to cover up in our training program. Then again, what kind of opportunities are available? See, there are 3 parts. Okay, as you can see in this: clinical research, clinical data management, and pharmacovigilance. So over here, I'll just talking about the clinical operations. In clinical operations only, you'll be having this much of opportunities available with you. Okay, you can, if you want, you can just take a screenshot of this. Then clinical data management and pharmacovigilance. See, in clinical data management, we'll be able to work on this particular profile. I would just like to connect you with one of my students Her name is Shruti Sharma. She was from DY Patil College. Okay, and currently she is working with IQVIA Mumbai. Okay, so she will be joining on call in some 5 minutes. So I'll just ask her so she can share you her real experience, like in to be in this field from last I think 2 years. She'll be able to share her experience with you on this. Okay, then the pharmacovigilance part is also over here. So these are the some job requirements or the job profiles which are available in the pharmacovigilance sector. These are the companies where our students are working or the placement has been done. Again, these are some placement records which we have given to our students. Cognizant, they have the requirements. TransPerfect, that is that they are having the requirement for this clinical document specialist, that is CDS. Again, Tata Memorial Hospital, they also had many of our students, and all of these guys were from Mumbai. That's why they got selected over here. They were coming every Sunday to Pune to attend our sessions, and from Monday to Friday, they were doing job over here in the Tata Memorial Hospital. Then to TransPerfect, again, working clinical data management sector. And yes, I was, as I told you about, like clinical trials has been conducted in government sector as well. So this is the ICMR's NARI, that is National AIDS Research Institute. There also they have the requirement of the clinical professional, and this is one of our students who got placed over there. And you will not believe his initial salary as a fresher was 35,000 rupees per month. Okay, so definitely in future I'll share his contact details to you as well if you would like to get connected with him. Exogen, then these are some feedbacks from our participants that we have got. Okay, I'll be able to share you all of this detail if you can just WhatsApp me. Okay, so all of these things are there. So anybody is having any kind of questions over here?
Yes, thank you very much. It was amazing talk, Sagar sir. Just a minute. Uh, we are having some questions. I'll just get back that.
Sure, sir. Till time, I'll just try to connect one of my student. Okay. So,
Okay, yes.
yeah. Sure. Give me a second.
Hi, Sagar sir. I'm here only. If you are texting me.
I'm just calling you. Yeah, hi Shruti.
Yeah.
Thank you for being there. Now I have
Hello.
covered.
Am I visible?
Yeah,
Yes.
perfectly.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
So Shruti, I just would like to, know your journey. Actually, the students want to know your journey, like, how you get into this, how you got to know about the clinical research, what is your experience? As you know, you're having around 1.5 or 2 years of experience now.
2.5 years of
Oh,
experience
wow,
till now.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
being a long time then.
Yeah.
Fine. So, yeah, Shruti is my student basically, and she's really doing great. That's why I just called her up, and I was like, I think I have called you in late night itself.
Yeah. It was already 11:30. Yes.
True, true. So that was
Yes.
the thing, but yeah, she was fond to this key. Okay, Saga, so no worries. I'll just ask, I'll just guide the students for this, definitely. So Shruti, you can just take over and you can just share
Yeah.
your further details.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Shruti, and I was among all of you people in 2019 when I just completed my master's in biotechnology from Dr. DY Patil. So I was also very keen to do the job when I completed my master's after submitting my thesis. Like I want to do job. My classmates are getting job, but I am not getting that exact job what I want to work into. So I didn't want to go into research and lab things. So I was going through the Google one day and I came across MITCON. And luckily I got connected with Sagar sir. He explained everything so well that I enrolled the coming weekend and I went to the institute. There I met Ajinkya sir also. They explained everything regarding clinical research. And it मुझे इतना भी explanation नहीं मिला था like Sagar sir has given just now. And after that I attended the class, and within 2 months I can say I got my very first job at TransPerfect Pune as clinical document specialist, or you can say electronic trial master file specialist. And then after 1 year the lockdown happened. So like Sagar sir mentioned, during the lockdown also we people many people who belongs to the clinical research department or the field got the opportunity to work into many multinational companies. So in 2020, after getting 1.5 years of experience as ETMF specialist, I switched to IQVIA Mumbai as drug safety associate. So I changed the department from clinical research to pharmacovigilance. So as per the growth in clinical research or CDM or PV field, I can say there is a tremendous growth in this field. Once you've entered in this department, no clinical research department, then there is no going back. And the field is very interesting. I am from biotechnology department, and I switched my profile to clinical research and PV as a drug safety associate. So I can say I'm really enjoying it, and all thanks to Sagar sir. So it totally depends on us, our in interest into the topic, and trust me, you won't regret once you join this. Yeah. Any more questions I can answer.
Thank you so much, Shruti. And students, just please ask a lot of questions, okay? If you have any kind of, because definitely Shruti is
Yeah.
there, she's currently working, she has just started her career, so definitely she'll be able to solve many of your questions.
Yes,
Shruti, I think
Mayur,
you have got
yes.
one question. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, yes, definitely my undergraduate and postgraduate studies helped a lot. Anyways, they have helped me in my building my knowledge regarding biotechnology, because you can experience yourself during this pandemic. All the helpful people were specifically biotechnologists first, right? And then clinical research and pharmacovigilance people. Without biotechnology, we cannot detect whether the person is COVID positive or COVID negative. And then comes the clinical research and PV department, like which help to detect whether the vaccine is appropriate or safe or not. So we people are responsible for that. So we are playing a very crucial role in saving the mankind. So yes, studies has definitely helped me.
So is it not, if you're working right now in the industries what you're talking about, so how aloof, how apart is from your undergraduate and postgraduate studies, or they are very linked?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
See, the industry where you're working right now,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so how your undergraduate and postgraduate studies are linked with it? Is it linked? Is it really helping in your work while you're doing with your hands and your like that?
See, it totally depends on your area of interest. Okay, so I didn't want to go into research and lab departments. My undergraduate and postgraduate was totally depend on lab works, like the wet labs, you can say. I wanted to work into an MNC or a IT sector. So I chose that dry lab wala part. Okay, I wanted to do computer things. I wanted to do all electronical things to help my lab researchers और अटेंडेंट्स, लाइक मेरे बहुत सारे फ्रेंड्स ऐसे थे जो लैब में अभी काम कर रहे हैं, दे आर स्टिल वर्किंग एंड दे आर स्टिल टेस्टिंग, मेकिंग द टेस्टिंग किट्स एंड ऑल, बट उनका जितना भी पेपर वर्क है, आई एम हैंडलिंग दोज right electronically, so that I can submit those reports to the regulatory authorities to approve those drugs or the vaccines. So yes, it is simultaneously helping me as well as my colleagues. So it is not like you have come from BSc or MSc और वो सब waste है. It's not waste. It is helping me. And I'm here, it's been 2.5 years, and I can say the journey has been amazing. I cannot regret that I have done MSc and I have changed my field. So no, everything is very helpful. And once you come through any, once you get into any industry, you will get to realize yourself when you will experience that, yes, it is helping you a lot.
Thank you very much, Shruti.
Yeah.
There is one question from Mihir. He wants to ask that some overview regarding opportunities in bioinformatics.
Get the opportunities related to bioinformatics department, who all are in that, because in pharmacovigilance we majorly work on a database. So everything depends on a database, how the database works, and everything related to the clinical trials processes and the medicines or the adverse events. We have to code them electronically as per the MEDRA or WHO provided medical dictionary into a database. So yes, for the people who are belonging from the bioinformatics departments, that field is very helpful for them, like the pharmacovigilance field.
Correct.
Yes. So we have some more questions for Sagar sir. Sagar
Yeah.
sir, we would like to ask. So one student asked that how to get into abroad research labs, because we are having this our students are working in MSc in abroad
Correct.
research lab right now.
Yes,
So
sir.
he's asking that questions to you. Yes.
Fine. So yes, a lot of opportunities are there in abroad as well for doing your MS, masters, etc. Okay, but what happened is now I have seen this personally. Many of my colleagues also they have done the same thing after completion of their bachelors. You know, they flew to Australia and Canada and some other places for their masters. But what they have done is like they have spent like 25 lakhs, 30 lakh rupees of money to complete their masters from this abroad universities. And again, once they came back to India, again they were like hunting for the jobs continuously. So that was an issue actually. Okay, yeah, if you go for the masters, then definitely find an opportunity over there only, because it will be much helpful for you to get the growth further. Okay, in India, you will not be able to get much benefits if you have done your masters from some kind of abroad university. Okay. Second thing, instead of putting our money into this, definitely go ahead with some kind of fellowship program or the scholarship based universities. Then we'll be able to get in really good opportunities further, because I think we'll be having that sessions with the Dr. Vishal Davkar as well. Okay, he is actually a scientist from NCL and he's currently working with us at the MITCON, so he'll be able to answer perfectly for this session. And I think Prajakta is trying to arrange that session by coming week or itself. Okay, so definitely you will be getting a proper answer for this. That which kind of universities are there who are getting the students, or they are like taking the admission for of the Indian students on some scholarship based programs. So definitely you can go ahead with that, because everything is included in that, including your tuition fees, fares of travel fares and everything. So then you just try to go ahead with this kind of institutions then further.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Sagar. So there is one more question. See, we are normally, majorly we are undergraduate college,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we are stepping into masters. Also, we are taking this year. We are taking master intake. So I want to ask that how to develop a skill regarding clinical research and those kind of topics which you are mentioning in this at college level.
Correct. So, sir, as I told you, as I informed to all of the students that even after BSc also you can go ahead with your career in clinical research, because the basic criteria is required, that is graduation. But if you are planning for doing the MSc, then definitely go ahead with that, because at the end, the competition is going to be on a higher end, and at a point of time it will be like, okay, MSc is the minimum qualification which is required. Got it. So on a safer side, you can definitely go ahead with the MSc part. And the students who are definitely they have set up their mind, okay, I just want to do a job. Definitely they can go ahead with the clinical research kind of programs, like diploma are available in Mumbai, Pune kind of cities. So definitely you can go ahead with this PG diploma courses. And after that, you just take an experience of 2 to 3 years. Once you have 2 to 3 years of experience, then you will not find any kind of challenge is finding an opportunity in clinical operations, clinical data management, or pharmacovigilance sector. That is the thing. So it depends on the candidate's choice now, whether they want to pursue further for MSc, or whether they would like to just go ahead with the this particular industry after just their graduation. And yeah, this can be possible, so that's not an issue. If you just go through the TCS Cognizant kind of company's website, the minimum qualifications mentioned, that is just like any life science graduate, whether you are from botany, zoology, chemistry, biochemistry. They don't see this. They just want to see, okay, how much experience you have got, or like how much knowledge you have in clinical research, CDM or previous sector. That's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to add something. Like, as per my experience, when I joined, I had already completed my master's. And when I entered into my first company, I could see many people who just graduated, who just completed their BSc and completed the 6 months of diploma. They are on the same level like I was there. So it doesn't matter if you have done BSc only or MSc only. All the thing matters is that you have that specific knowledge regarding clinical research and PV. And trust me, if you have that knowledge, if you grab that pet questions and topics, you will throw wonders. Yes. And regarding that abroad studies, Sagar sir, if you've remembered last to last year, I came to you that I'm going to apply to Canada and one of
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
colleges, and the college was in Toronto, Canada, and the course was MS in regulatory affairs and drug biologics. So that
Okay.
was totally dependent, totally connected with the clinical research uh, and pharmacovigilance department only. So one of the alumni, Manjari, if you remember,
Yes, yes,
she
Manjari, I
is,
remember. Yeah.
yeah, she is in Boston doing the same course related to this
Okay.
field, and she is doing very good. And she's going to complete that in next 2 to 3 months. So,
Wow.
sir, if you want, you can connect her with the students as well, because she has now joined some internships also, and she's studying as well as earning. So that's a good
True,
approach,
true.
and that's a good
Absolutely.
opportunity that she has achieved. So there are tremendous fields. So you just need to research. Like Sagar sir mentioned, we have to regularly log into Naukri and LinkedIn. We have to make a habit. Like sir, when we joined MITCON, that was the very first day when Sagar sir mentioned, like, start making a habit of going through the LinkedIn. If you are not doing anything, just scroll. At least make a habit of 20 minutes. And if you're applying to any of the company, just make sure you are reading the job description very specifically. What all is mentioned into the JD of that particular job, just go through those topics, and you will. Those are the main topic which the company has mentioned. What is required for a company to get into that field. So just go through the job description and learn those topics by heart, get a knowledge, and then apply. You will, and apart from that, the confidence that matters. You will get confident when you get to know much about many more topics. You will be very confident to answer, and the job will be very easy to get.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Shruti, for covering this part up, because yes, there is almost 80% chance that that particular HR will get connect with you, or either they'll try to connect, they will try to call you for that particular
Yeah.
job. So LinkedIn is a really perfect platform where we will be able to extract everything. You just go through that particular platform, will amaze, what kind of opportunity. And daily I'm able to see ki almost I scroll through 50 to 100 requirements of the life sciences graduates. Okay, so yes, job requirements are there, so don't go about this part ki okay, biotech or micro mein job hi nahi hai, scope hi nahi hai. It's not like that. It's totally in our hand, how we will be able to find out this opportunity, because it's the time is this is now an era कि जहाँ पे कोई भी आके बोलेगा नहीं we have the job and we apply over here. No, you have to snatch that job from them. Okay, so ये अभी tendency है, and definitely you have to fight for this.
Yes, definitely, Mansi. And what is career? Yes, there is career growth. Yes, definitely. So I am from the biotechnology field only, and within 2.5 years, I have learned a lot. Learned literally, I've learned a lot. I sit with my managers and my team leads. There is a lot more things that we can learn. What we cannot study in classes, we can experience those when we join any internship or any company or anything related to that. So
Yes, so we have a question from our staff as well, who's just sitting beside us. She's asking that when we talk about clinical research, so what exactly do you mean by that? Is it like wet lab we will be working on, or it will be mostly on secondary data working on? How it will be?
So there are many fields related to, like, you can be a clinical research associate, you can be a medical technician, or you can be a medical reviewer. It totally depends on you what in which field you want to go through. In
So
clinical
what do you mean
research,
by
there
medical
are
technician, Shruti? What do you mean by
uh,
medical technician?
for any drug we have for any drug there are research which are going on into a laboratory. In lab we check, we assess that drug. So that is the work of a laboratory technician, which suppose there is a drug which has come into a market, and we have to check its efficacy, whether it is safe or not. If I'm a laboratory drug technician or technologist, I will check that drug whether it is safe or not. So that is
So
the major
are
part
those
of
kind
it.
of jobs available in the market right now? Let's say in Mumbai, Pune perspective.
Yes, many of my colleagues are working in the labs. In Pune specifically, yes, there are many labs like Vimta, and Lupin is there, and many pharmaceutical Cipla is there, which are also helping in a clinical trial, as well as they're working on specific drugs. And most of all, the main is Serum, if you have ever heard of Serum Institute Pune. So these things
Yes,
are,
yeah.
yeah,
Even our
yeah,
students are working on serum. And
yes.
Even
So
sir,
we are
if you
following.
just ask the Shruti, like how much of wet lab work or what kind of work is there? So yes, in some part of the clinical research operations, there are wet lab work is been done where they use the bioanalytical equipment to assess this particular drugs to check their bioavailability and bio equivalence. Okay, for that part, many of the clinical research organizations are having their bioanalytical labs. They are also student able to work. And yes, pharmaceutical companies, there also students can apply. Like in Pune, I'm having these examples. Like students can work in Lupin, Amcure, Biotech, Serum Institute of India. Okay, these are the places where they have the clinical department. There also students are able to work basically.
Okay, I guess we are running out of a little time. Yeah, so we'll take just one last question and then we will leave the session.
To answer
So,
Vaishnavi Sinha, no, it's not necessary that we have to complete. I got the job while no, I got the job in the second month of when I joined the course. But yes, many of the companies required the certificates, so it's mandatory that you complete the whole diploma. And yes, if you get any opportunity like internship or any job, meanwhile, as per your interview, then you can grab that opportunity. Yes.
Yes, absolutely, Vaishnavi. As Shruti said, you can go ahead with the internship because yes, with this course we are trying to provide you the internship opportunities as well. And many of the time, the students who are in final year they basically apply for these courses so that the classes are on Sundays only, so they can complete their college also, and on Sunday they can complete the classes. And by the end of the semester, they will be having an opportunity to grab a job immediately. That is the thing. And even if there are the pass out students, we plan up the on-site internships for them so that like with the theoretical lecture, you'll be able to do the practical part as well. So these things can be possible during this course.
okay, so I guess we should. So there are many questions still coming on our YouTube, and there are many questions students are asking. So I will mail it to you, Sagar, sir, if you don't mind.
No worries, sir. Definitely. And I'm also dropping my contact details over here. So if anybody is having any kind of queries, any kind of questions, so they can just WhatsApp me on this number. And my profile is there on the LinkedIn. There also you can get connect with me. And any kind of guidance, or the mentorship you feel required, definitely contact us at any time. I'll be able to connect with the right person as well. Okay. And if you want, some details or the, this PPTs and all, so you can just WhatsApp me on the given number, which I'm dropping in the chat box.
Yes. See, so like for example, Elphinstone Biotechnology Lab, we have a very intensive research course going on. For example, we start research projects from the first year itself. Research projects like not a very hunky-dory research projects which normally people do, but we take a very sensitive or a very hot topic in area of biology, for example, like regeneration, epigenetics, and we discuss about Alzheimer's and Parkinson's in fruit flies. So we have all mutant flies. So all those organisms we are maintaining. So of course we will be needing your help in collaborating through these topics also. And I hope that we will maintain this collaboration even in after.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. And I personally will visit the Elphinstone College once to meet Prajakta ma'am as well as to you as well. Okay. And definitely I would like to have an interactive communication with the students in an offline mode as well. So definitely I'll be able to share more and more details with them, which will be helping them for the further.
Sure, sir. So Sujal, can you take over? Hello, Sujal, are you there?
Yes,
Anisha.
Good morning, everyone. I am Nisha Isankar. I must say it was really a very interesting session. So, on behalf of our organizing community and all students who are watching, I would like to express my sincere gratitude towards our guest of honor, Sagar sir, for sharing his experience and knowledge with us. I would also like to thank the organizing committee for supporting us to give the opportunity. So we should conduct the Saturday lecture series. And also, I would like to thank Mayur sir for his opening remarks and Prajakta ma'am for her guidance. Also, I would like to extend my gratitude towards Shruti ma'am for her experience, for sharing her wonderful experience with us. It was really useful. And at last but not least, I would like to thank my fellow classmates for being such an amazing audience. Thank you everyone for this amazing session and joining us through this journey.
Can you take photograph if someone can do this online digital photographs? Srujal, can you manage?
Sure, sir. I would like to ask everyone to turn on their cameras so we can take a photo.
All has to say cheese.
I guess they're taking the photograph as we are watching on the camera. So it's done?
Yes, sir, it is done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Sagar sir. We hope to have more collaborations with you.
Definitely, Mayur
Of
sir.
course, we'll be in contact with you, Shruti, also. If you
Sure.
have some,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you, Mayur sir. Thank you, Prajakta. Thank you, Shruti. And thank you all of the students.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we'll end the session over here. Thank you very much.